Okay, so let's do this then. This is the question. Find center of mass of solid bound by x square plus y square equal 4. Z is equal to 0, Z is equal to 3, where the mass density at a point is directly proportional to the point distance from xy plane. So, can anybody contact Mano also? Then I will explain
He's
this.
joining.
He's joining in 2 minutes.
Okay, you message already. Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, fine. So I explain you this question, then you complete the triple integration. Explain this again. Done? Written?
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
the Z is going from 0 to 3, right? So obviously we will select Z simple. The R3 simple is basically Z simple here, because from the given function we can observe that Z is going from 0 to 3, and usually we select Z simple only. So Z simple, and the limit has been written for Z, that goes from 0 to 3, right? Now the next is we have to draw the region R, and our region will be in xy plane because we have selected C simple. So the region is in xy plane. Okay. So we'll find out the intersection. To draw the region, we'll find out the intersection of what? Of this and Z is equal to 0. Okay. So there is no Z. Basically, the intersection is uh, just x square plus y square is equal to 4, right? There is no Z.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can draw the circle, because this is the equation of a circle whose radius is 2 and origin 0 0, and it will give us the radius as well, the range of r as well as theta. So r is going from 0 to 2, theta is going from 0 to 2 pi, and this is how we got the expression for mass. Okay. The only thing is we have to write down the mass density function over here. Okay. And since we are choosing polar coordinate system here, so the the this this differential would be r dz dr d theta. Okay. And the mass density
Hmm.
function is already defined, which is directly proportional to the point's distance from xy plane. So distance from this is xy plane, so
Mm.
distance from this is nothing but we always take the perpendicular distance. So if this is xy plane, so the
Hmm.
distance from xy plane is obviously the y coordinates, right? So sorry, the z
Mm.
coordinates, sorry, z coordinates, right? This is xy plane, so
Yeah.
the distance from xy plane is z coordinates, not y. My bad. Okay.
Hmm.
So z coordinate means z axis basically. So that's why, and it is directly proportional to the distance. So that's why k is written there. So rho x comma y comma z is the mass density function, that is equal to kz, mass density function. Okay. So to find out mass, we have to write down mass density function here. To find out volume, we have to write down 1 over there, isn't it? Do you remember that? Yeah.
Hmm.
So now you just replace this by kz and complete the integration. Let me know the answer for that.
Yeah.
It's 18 k pi.
It's 18
18
k pi. Right.
k pi.
Right. So the answer is 18 k pi. That's right. Please complete this, Sean.
We are doing it.
And by the time, Dave, please do this also,
Yeah,
mxy. Okay, moment
yeah.
of mass about z-axis, because let me explain this. Let me explain this first. Why we are just calculating mxy? Because say x bar, y bar is equal to zero,
It's
right?
total, no? That's why.
Both are zero,
Yeah.
because you can see that the solid is, the mass density is evenly spread out. Okay, and see, this region is symmetry about x and y axis. So the center of mass has to be on z axis, right? The center of mass has to be on z axis. So therefore
Hmm.
the x and y coordinate of center of mass will be 0, and therefore we find out z
Mm.
bar. And to figure out z bar, we just calculate mxy. Okay. Hi Mano.
Hi, sir.
Good afternoon. All good?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So do you remember this question? I had given this in the previous regular class before the exams, like before the test.
Okay. One second. Vice case. Yeah.
Cool. So just you might have calculated this then, because that was the homework, and we were stopped here. Like we have to calculate the center of mass, and since because the solid is evenly spread out about x and y axis, so therefore the center of mass has to be on z axis. So therefore x bar, y bar is are zero. Okay, and we only find out z bar for the center of mass. And z bar is the moment of mass about z axis, which can be calculated by calculating mxy. Do you remember this stuff?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Or should I a little bit revise this setup?
This setup is similar
Hmm.
to a question we had done in the sheet also, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Is in
yeah.
the new part over here basically is understanding when they say proportional.
Yes,
Let's
yes,
say if they would have said is inverse proportional to the square, then
yes,
it could have been k upon
yes,
it could have
yes.
been
Yeah,
upon k square, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Based on what
Why
condition
is
they
it?
have given.
Right.
Yeah,
So that is
yeah. Perfectly all right.
yeah.
So you just calculate this mxy. I think they have calculated. They have you done with that?
Yeah, MXY got a 36K pi.
Yes, perfect. So 36k pi, and then you can definitely find out z bar, which is nothing but mxy upon m. So 36k pi upon 18k pi, which is 2.
Which is 2.
Sean, did you got these answers?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Got it.
okay.
But sir, I have a doubt. Like, think very intuitively.
Hmm.
Shouldn't it be 1.5? Shouldn't it be from 0 to 3? It'll be 1.5, right? Like, if you think intuitively, like,
Hmm.
I don't know. Why is it like higher than that midpoint on the Z?
Hmm. So x square plus y square is equal to 4. Z is equal to 0. Z is equal to 3, where the mass density at the point is directly proportional. Yeah, so as you go along z axis from xy, as soon as you leave xy plane, you go along z axis. So center of mass is
Oh, yeah,
increases,
yeah, yeah.
no? Center of mass
Correct,
is
correct, correct.
increases.
Because
See,
Multiply, right?
it's
spread.
proportional.
Greater than
It
0.5.
is evenly spread out for the disk at a certain height,
Right.
right?
Yeah, got it.
Even
Yeah.
that wrong explanation, I would say, because I said evenly spread out throughout. Maybe I don't know what did I say, but the mass density, the mass is spread out evenly for the disk at a certain height. right? Because the mass density
Right.
function is equal to kg. It is growing as you go uh, along
Yeah.
z-axis.
Yeah. Got it.
Okay. So okay, then similar question I'm putting up here. Manav, have you done this?
No, sir, I'm doing it right. You
Okay.
put the next
You
question.
yeah you leave this one. Let's start from the next question.
Okay.
This is actually the question from the previous class, previous regular class actually. Okay. So the next question is find center of mass of solid bound by x square plus y square is equal to 4, z is equal to 0, z is equal to 3, where the mass density at a point is directly proportional to the point's distance from z-axis. Okay, I hope you will do the setup because setup is very much similar to the previous question. Okay, so I should write it directly now. So the setup is like z is equal to 0 to 3, right?
3,
And r is equal to 0 to 2,
0 to
theta is
2.
equal to 0 to 2 pi. Okay, we are calculating mass first. Now uh, I should write r dz dr d theta here. Okay, now what about the mass density function here? What is mass density function? It is said that the mass density at a point is directly proportional to the point's distance from z-axis. So what would be the relation? What is the distance of a point from z-axis?
Is it x square plus y square? Square root of x square plus y square. No, that's from the no. It's not.
Because distance from Z can be in any one way.
Yeah.
No, it can't be anything. See, distance, perpendicular distance, always
Any
perpendicular.
direction, I mean. Can be in any
See, suppose this is the point, or
always.
this is the point, or whatever. This is the point, right? So distance will always be.
Hmm.
These are the distance from z-axis, right? So if you draw the region,
What if what if what if it's on XY? Let's say that is flat.
yeah, that
It'll be a
also
straight. It'll be
straight line, always
from the
perpendicular
axis.
distance. Yeah, when we draw the perpendicular line, so the distance from, see, this is the cylinder. Okay, this is your cylinder. Understand this properly. This is your xy plane, right? This is your xy plane. This is your cylinder from 0 to 3. So the distance from z axis, this is my z axis. So distance from z axis is basically your r. Do you understand that? Is basically your r, where
Hmm.
x square plus y square is equal to 4, which is a circle, right? So circle on xy plane
Hmm.
also. So the distance from z axis is your r value. Okay. So
So sir,
Hmm.
didn't I say that
you said
square
same
plus
thing.
y
Yeah, you
square?
said
Is
you root.
that
Yeah, you said root x square plus y. But as soon as I tell that it's correct,
yeah?
you just back out from that answer. So it's basically k dot r star. Okay, so r star, like it is integration. We'll do the integration. We can write that as just r. So kr. Okay, r is, it is like the distance is changing, no, along r. So that's a part of integration. It's varying. So therefore we have to integrate that. So k dot r, right? So this is the expression for mass. Did you understand this?
Yeah.
Okay. So calculate this.
16 k theta. 16 k theta here.
Okay, whatever. We'll not like waste time here. So obviously, yeah, okay, you can do that as homework. Now,
Is this the same question?
it's not same question. It's like the mass density is directly proportional to distance from z-axis. In the previous question, it was the distance from xy plane. That was kz. It is kr. Okay, so it's a different question,
Okay, huh.
right? So
Mhm.
the question is basically we have to find out center of mass. So what what do you like? What you guess where my center of mass will be?
So z-axis, right?
Yes, it will be on z-axis only. So again, x bar, y bar has to be 0. Okay, and we simply calculate z bar. To figure out z bar, we have to calculate the moment of mass about z-axis. So we have to calculate mxy. Okay, and to calculate mxy, what would be the expression for mxy?
Oh, you put a z.
Yes,
z into kr squared.
c into kr, r dz dr d theta, and it will have same dimensions, same intervals. Okay, now let's move to the next question. You can leave some pages to complete this. Okay, now let's move to the next one. Now, actually, if suppose, what is homogeneous solid? What is homogeneous solid?
Even, right?
Yeah, if
Even spread weight.
mass is distributed
Hmm.
equally throughout the solid. Actually, I wanted to say that like in the previous question, so I didn't read the question maybe. So see, homogeneous solid means if mass is uniformly distributed. Okay, so what would be your mass density function in that case?
Will be constant.
Constant. Very good. So mass density
Yeah.
is uniform throughout the solid. Okay, that is called a homogeneous solid. Okay, so the mass density is constant. Mass density is constant. It means rho x comma y comma z is equal to k. Okay, now write down the next question. Find center of mass for the solid bound by z is equal to 4 minus x square minus y square and z is equal to 0, that has a homogeneous density. Okay, so for homogeneous density means rho x comma y comma z has to be constant. Now please set up this triple integral. Let me know the setup. and find out the center of mass if you can find setup properly.
This is the same question, right?
For what was the previous one? 4 minus, no, that was x square plus y square is equal to 4. In the previous question, it was x square plus y
I
square.
was saying both of. I
Sorry?
said what you wrote right now is the same question. Right?
Yeah.
The two things you've written.
Hmm.
Okay.
That was the explanation for if mass density is uniform throughout,
Yeah.
and this is the question.
Should we just have to set it up, right?
Hmm. Have you set up that integral?
Yeah, I think.
Okay. So write down the answer here. If you need explanation, I'll explain then. See, the setup is z is equal to 0 to 4 minus r square. R is
4
equal to
minus r
0 to r is
Yeah,
equal to
r is
2.
equal to
Theta is equal to 0 to
yeah,
Yeah,
2 pi
2
k
pi.
r
2 pi. Yeah.
dc dr d theta. This is for mass. Did you get this setup?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just calculate this. Let me know the answer for mass.
It's 8k pi, right?
Yeah.
How
8K
much?
pi.
8 pi k.
8k pi, yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. So, okay, just let me complete this. Mala, have you done that?
Yeah. 4 theta 2. It becomes 8 pi k. Yeah.
Okay. So, where the center of mass would be in this case? Can we do any cheat here? Or we have to calculate
I
all
think
mxy, myz, or mxk?
X and Y are 0. X and Y are 0,
X and y are 0. Why?
right?
Yeah. Why?
because it's circular. It's a disc. It's so it'll be like the disc, right?
Hmm.
Which will be zero for both.
Yes. So basically, see, if you draw the region R, it is circular. It means our region T is symmetry about x and y axis. Okay, and therefore our center of mass would be on z axis. Okay, and if center of mass is
Yeah.
on z axis, their x y coordinates are 0. Okay, and therefore we have to just calculate z bar, and to calculate z bar we have to calculate mxy, right?
Yeah.
Our region R is symmetry about x and y axis. Okay, actually you can say like that, the our region T is symmetry about xz and yz plane. That's more appropriate. See, our region T is symmetry about xz and yz plane. So therefore, the center of mass must be on z axis. That's more appropriate. So x bar is equal to 0, y bar is equal to 0. Calculate z bar. So for z bar we need to calculate mxy. So the setup will be same except the function that would have z extra kr dz dr dθ. Okay, so just calculate this and let me know the answer.
It's 32 k pi by 3.
Perfect. So what is z bar then? Mxy upon m.
It's 4
Or
by 3.
4 by 3. Perfect. So the center of mass is 0 comma 0 comma 4 by 3. Mano, have you done?
No.
Sean, done?
yeah, not that.
Okay. Let's wait for 2 minutes for Mano.
Yeah,
Okay. I got 4 by 3.
32k pi.
You got 32k pi by 3.
K pi by 3. Yeah.
Okay. So the z bar is mxy upon n, and you can find out 4 by 3. Okay. So let me put up next question here. Find second moment of inertia about z-axis of a homogeneous solid bound by z is equal to root x square plus y square, and z is equal to x square plus y square. Okay. So in this question, like, what would be our R3 simple?
Z simple.
Z
Yeah.
simple, right?
Yeah.
So we'll go for Z simple. And which one is top function, which one is bottom here?
The root function is obviously bottom.
The root function
Yeah.
is obviously bottom. Okay,
Bottom.
let's find out that whether Mano is right or wrong. So to find out that, we'll do you remember I explained you one method in the previous class where to find
Take a
out
point
the
within the region. You take a
no, not that one. The other method I explained you where we set x is equal to 0. Okay, and we draw the trace of this given surface. Okay, so if we set x is equal to 0, okay, so this is y axis, we'll draw a trace of this surface on zy plane. Are you getting that? We'll draw the trace of this surface. So if x is equal to 0, okay, so z, the first surface is z is equal
So
to
we
root
root
x
x
square.
square.
Yeah, so that would be z when x is equal to 0, z is equal to root y square.
so it's
Okay,
y square and y. Yeah,
so what is this? Z is equal to root y square.
it's y.
No, it's plus minus y. Okay, it's the absolute
Plus
function
minus y.
that gives you for y. Okay, so that z is equal to plus minus y. So if we draw the trace of this function on zy plane, you know the function of z is equal to plus minus y. That's the modulus function, very famous function. Okay, so this represents z is equal to y, and this represents z is equal to minus y. That gives the absolute value of y, right? Okay, this is the first function, this is the first surface, the trace of the first surface. Now we
Why
are
is it? Why is it no?
hmm,
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, yeah.
okay, so the next function is z is equal to x square plus y square, right? This was the first. The second is z is equal to x square plus y square. Okay, so if we are setting x is equal to 0, so z is equal to y square. What is this? This is the parabola. Okay, but while writing down,
Parabola, yeah.
yeah, while writing down the equation, okay, we should write the the exact equation of the surface, not just the this part. Okay, so z is equal to y square is basically this one, right? This is z is equal to y square, but while writing or defining the function, we should write the whole function. Okay, so that's the trace of z is equal to x square plus y square, and this was the trace of z is equal to root x square plus y square. Okay, so which one is top function and which one is bottom here? You can definitely observe. by drawing the trace of the given surface on gy plane. So Mano was saying that root function is always bottom.
From
So which one is
so
like
from -1 to 1, it's on. From -1 to 1, it's on top. Then it's on bottom.
No, it's always on the bottom. Meaning for that will always be in the bottom, no? Because it's area bound between them.
The area bounded.
area bound? We have to just find out the area bound between this. Okay. So this is the like this is our reason here. Okay. Basically, where these two surfaces intersect, that we are finding out. Okay.
Okay.
Wherever they are intersecting. If suppose surfaces are not intersecting, okay, one is going other way, other one is going the downward, one is going skyway, other one is going the bottom earth way, you can say. So they are not intersecting. How would you find out the volume or mass or anything else, right? They has to intersect.
Got it. Got it.
So if they are intersecting, then we can find out like what is now. Would you like to give answer, Manu, now? Which one is top and which one is bottom? I'm sure that you won't make mistake now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So which one is bottom?
X square plus y square.
Yeah. So x square plus y square and this root x square plus y square. Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. Now, since we know that we are going to, okay, what is the intersection of that? Because we have to find out the level curve so that we can draw the projection of that
Minus-
level curve on
yeah.
xy plane, right? The next job is to simplify the region or to draw the region on xy plane. Right. So for that, we have to find the intersection of both the surfaces, right? So see, this is like what is this? We know that we are going to integrate with respect to r next. So we have to convert each rectangular coordinates into the polar coordinate system. So what is x square plus y square? Come on.
So
X square
I
plus
can't
y
hear
square is
you.
r square and x square root is r.
Yeah, x square plus y square is r square, and root x square plus y square is r. Okay, so it's going from r square to r. Can you hear, Mano?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going from r square to r. Now we have to find out the intersection of these two surfaces to find out the level curve. What are those surfaces? One is z is equal to x square plus y square. The other is z is equal to root x square plus y square. What happened to Mano? So find out the intersection. So before that, we can like either convert them into polar. Okay. Hmm? There's another way, like we can convert them into polar. So x square plus y square is equal to r square, and this x square, this is r square, which is nothing but r. So you can equate them by equating the right hand side. Are you getting this? This is one
Yeah.
way of equating, or you can.
Yeah.
I'll explain you how to equate the rectangular coordinates in the equations also. But this is another way of equating because we have to find out the range of r and theta, right? So if r square is equal to r, we can have r square minus r is equal to 0, r minus 1 is equal to 0. So r is equal to 0 and r is equal to 1. So obviously it will give you the lower bound and upper bound of r, which is 0 to 1. Okay. Hmm?
Hmm.
So if r is equal to 1, that's represent a circle, isn't it? R is equal to 1 represent a circle whose radius is 1, center is at 0, 0, isn't it? So what would be theta here? What is the lower and upper bound of theta? 0 to 2 pi. Okay,
2 pi. Yeah, yeah.
0 to
Same,
2
same.
pi.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's simple one. Now, since this is the another approach I explained to find out the intersection to figure out the level curve, right? So we can definitely equate these z also. So like x square plus y square is equal to root x square plus y square. It will definitely give you the same answers. Okay, where r is from 0 to 1 and theta is from 0 to 2 pi. See, this is we are used to with. We equate the surfaces, right?
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
so if you square on both sides, this will give you x square plus y square is equal to x square plus y square. Okay, the same idea behind this, that's why I explained this in terms of r. Okay, brought this in left hand side. When you take x square plus y square common,
X
you are
square
left with x square plus
common
y
1
square
minus.
minus equal to 0. So x square plus y square is equal to 0 is one point, which is nothing but the origin, and x square plus y square is equal to 1 is a circle, which is represented by this diagram. Okay, so this intersection will give you the region, which is nothing but the circle whose radius is 1, center at 0, 0. So obviously you can figure out the theta as well as r. Okay, now please set up the triple integral. We are done with this. Please set up the triple integral. So we have to find out iz, right? What was the question? To find out the second moment of inertia about z axis. So that's iz. Okay, that's iz. And what is the formula? Do you remember that? Iz, z is the variable. So the formula is very simple to learn. It will have x square plus y square. Okay, do you remember the formula? And homogeneous solid.
Which will become
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. And for homogeneous solid, the mass density function has to be k, right?
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
k r dz dr d theta, where z is from r square to r is from 0 to 1, theta is from 0 to 2 pi. Okay,
And x square plus y square you can make r square, right?
definitely we
To
have
make
to
it
do that.
r
Yeah,
cube.
yeah, we have to do that.
Yeah.
So r cube k r cube dz dr d theta, where z is equal to r square, z is equal to r is equal to 0, r is equal to 1, theta is equal to 0, theta is equal to 2 pi. Okay, so Iz is equal to this. Please verify if you understood the whole question. Did you understand the whole question here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
God bless you, Dev. This time Dev, not Mano. It's very contagious. Even it is spreading virtually.
It's k pi by 15, right?
K pi by 15. Wow. Do you have the answer bank, Dev, with you?
No.
You are faster than Sakuntala Devi.
Thank you.